Well, apparently Nvidia can't find a top and its uptrend is just unstoppable. Now, you may be wondering, how long will this uptrend continue? How do we know if we are gonna see a reversal? How to proceed, etc. Well, I'll do my best to try to answer these questions in this video. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan. It is a pleasure to see you guys over here. And yes, Nvidia is still incredibly bullish. Do we see any, technically speaking, of course, do we see any bearish reversal chart structure over here? Not yet. Nvidia is still making higher highs, higher lows. It is still above the 21 EMA, which is still pointing upwards, by the way. Only if we see lower highs, lower lows, then okay, probably Nvidia is going to trigger a sharper pullback, a sharper correction on bigger time frames like the weekly chart, because yes, Nvidia could correct maybe to the 21 EMA on the weekly chart next, right? If we see the right bearish reversal chart structure over here, but so far there is no single thing, there is no bearish chart structure whatsoever. Now you may be asking, Nathan, but we see a possible top signal, right? Because last Friday we had this candlestick pattern. It is not a bearish chart structure, but it is a bearish candlestick pattern. It is a bearish engulfing pattern, which according to Thomas Bukowski's studies, it does reverse the trend 79% of the time, if I remember correctly, all right? Yes, you are totally right. It is a bearish candlestick pattern, just like we saw other bearish candlestick patterns over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, all right? Oh, but Nathan, this candlestick pattern was technically speaking, it was triggered, right? Because yesterday we did close below Friday's low. Yes, you are totally right. What's the problem? The problem is that today's reaction is rejecting yesterday's bearish reaction. We see a particularly interesting bullish candlestick pattern just when the broad market is also reacting above its own support levels. We see the indices making a very good reaction. SPY ETF, for instance, is making a bullish reaction above this purple trend line over here, which is connecting the previous bottom levels since October last year. All right, so it is a very good, important bullish candlestick pattern above a crystal clear support level. If we see, as long as we see the broad market clearly optimistic, clearly bullish, it is going to be very difficult for us to work with a bearish scenario on Nvidia, all right? At least take a bearish possibility that seriously, all right? So far, we are still relatively in a safe condition over here, all right? Only if we see SPY losing its support levels, losing this purple trend line, losing the 21 EMA over here, then okay. Then I believe SPY and of course QQQ are going to trigger a sharper correction. In order for QQQ to actually reverse the midterm trend, we gotta lose this support level of this ascending wedge downwards. Only by losing this support level, we are gonna technically reverse, and in this case, well, Nvidia is going to correct to lower levels. However, today we see a bullish reaction right above these support levels over here, the purple trend line and of course the 21 EMA on the daily chart. We are making so far a hammer candlestick pattern. Okay, bullish reactions above support levels. The indices are looking very good. How this is gonna affect Nvidia? Well, there is a chance that in this scenario, we're gonna see this bearish engulfing getting frustrated because, again, of course, 79% of chances of reversing, it is quite scary, all right? But when we analyze the broad market, well, this could be one of the 21% of the time that we're gonna see a rejection of this bearish engulfing chart pattern. I'm so sorry, candlestick pattern, all right? This is a real possibility. Now, even considering a sharper correction, well, Nvidia has too many support levels to work with. For instance, we see the $823, the previous top level over here on February 23, and of course another, it did act as a top level again on March 1st over here. In theory, this key point is supposed to act as a future support level for us following the principle of polarity in technical analysis. So this key point over here is a technical support level for us. In addition to that, we see the 21 EMA on the daily chart, which is going up. It is rising as the price goes up as well, so it is gonna act as a dual. This area is gonna act as a dual support level for Nvidia. In theory, it is not gonna be that easy for Nvidia to lose this dual support level, but if it does, then okay, I believe we could trigger a sharper correction, maybe to the next support level around $746. So far, so good. The situation is still under control. And look at this. Look at how this 746 did act as a very nice key point, because it was a previous top level 1, 2, 3, 4 times in the past, and then after earnings it did act as a support level with an astonishing precision. This is another example of how the principle of polarity works. Now, Nathan, okay, I see that Nvidia is going up. I see that Nvidia is not reversing. It is not triggering any bearish reversal chart structure, although we see a quite annoying bearish reaction suggesting a possible top signal over here. We don't see any major reason to concern, all right? But let's say that I bought Nvidia, all right? I am a long-term investor on Nvidia, and I'm worried about this this incredible, insane bull run, because since January this year, we are going up roughly 90% over here. That's a lot, all right? I mean, I am starting to feel nervous about this situation. Well, guys, if you are feeling nervous, if you don't know what to do, if this is making you stressed, I'm gonna share my personal recommendation to anyone, all right? Well, sell, okay? Sell, but you don't need to sell your entire position. Sell partially, all right? How much? I mean, let's say that I have 100 shares over here, all right? I have 100 shares. How many shares should I sell? Well, that's entirely up to you, because every single one of us have our own how can I say this? Inflection point towards our own emotions. Some people will feel nervous about it, and then they will be perfectly happy to sell their entire position, right? Okay, I'm gonna sell everything. I simply don't care of what happens next. Nvidia could explode to $1,000 to $2,000. I don't care. All that I care is that I can book my profits right now. This is it. Other people may say, oh, I still believe that Nvidia has more upside potential. Then I think I'm gonna sell, let's say, 50 shares, 50% of my position. Okay, that seems reasonable. If we see Nvidia collapsing, dropping a little bit more, since it is still in a bull trend, well, I will try to buy it back when it approaches its support levels next. Maybe Nvidia will correct to the 21 EMA on the weekly chart over here. Then okay, if this happens, I will just buy again my shares at a cheaper price level, at a discounted price level as well, and this is it. I'm happy with it. I don't care if I still hold 50% of my position and I see a sharper correction. That's okay. So every single one of us have our own inflection point. You may be happy selling 10% of your position, 20% of your position, 30% of your position. I don't know, all right? Speaking by myself over here, I like to sell when I, again, personally speaking, all right? Every single one of us have a different insight, but when I face such situation, I sell half position. All right, 50%. This is what I do. You may sell 40%, 70%, I don't know. But if this is making you anxious, then just sell partially. Now, Nathan, I don't know how much should I sell. I don't know where is my inflection point. Well, then sell 10% today. If you're still annoyed, okay, sell 20% tomorrow. If you're still annoyed, sell more 10% until you reach that point. Then okay, I have too little shares right now. I think I'm gonna stop, because you will start to feel annoyed by the fact that you are not in Nvidia anymore. Okay, so when you reach that point, okay, this is it. This is my personal inflection point. All right, this is my recommendation to you if you are feeling anxious, if you are feeling stressed about this situation. All right, because guys, the market, the market is not of course, should not be a place for us to feel stressed, to feel annoyed. I know it is the perfect place, right? But it shouldn't, okay? Because if you have strategy, if you know how to navigate to these tide waters correctly, okay, you will avoid any possible bad feeling of stress and anxiety over here, because you will follow your own strategy. Okay, you will follow a good plan, and by following a plan, your own plan, okay, I will feel happy with it. I'm not gonna be stressed, I'm not gonna be annoyed by it, because honestly, every single one of us wanna be that person who buys here, sell here, buy 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 here, sell here. See how this sounds ridiculous, all right? It is simply ridiculous because we don't know. We can't predict the future. Trading is not predictive, it is reactive. If we see a bearish reversal chart structure, then okay, that may be your lead to sell. Maybe that's going to be the perfect excuse for you to sell a few shares over here, but so far, I don't see any. And this is precisely what we do, what I sell to you guys on our Telegram channel. For instance, I try to sell guys peace of mind because we follow a good strategy. Several stocks that I myself have already recommended to the members of our Telegram channel have already hit their targets, and there are many other stocks that I have already recommended but have not yet been triggered. So we do have many other opportunities on my radar, and I always share the signals and strategies with you on our channel. So join us over there. The QR code is right here on the left corner of your screen. The first 7 days are free, so you have absolutely nothing to lose. Join the top 5% of traders who manage to profit consistently and of course outperform the market as well. Join us over here. The QR code is on the left corner of your screen. All right, this is the best strategy that I see that could bring to you some peace of mind, all right? Because guys, if you trade, if you are nervous, if you are stressed, then the odds of making a mistake, well, are gonna increase dramatically. Believe me, it will increase dramatically. So please, let's avoid these bad feelings, these bad vibes, because this is not how we proceed in this market. We proceed with intelligence, with strategy, following a good plan. And of course, you don't have to do a hard sell, hard buy every single time. You can sell some shares, you can try to buy them back if we see a possible pullback over here. Again, so far there is no possibility, but if we do, that's gonna be that's gonna be amazing. All right, in my humble opinion, that would be amazing if we see Nvidia correcting sharply. I think it is gonna be another great opportunity to buy at a discounted price level, but so far the situation seems to be just under control. We see the indices going up, they are still above their support levels. Nasdaq is still above its support levels over here. So okay, as long as we see the indices and Nvidia trading above their support levels, okay, the bias will still be bullish. All right, so let's see how Nvidia is going to behave from here. Let's pay extra attention to the 21 EMA on the daily chart and to the $823 support level, because only by losing this dual support level I see a sharper correction on Nvidia. And of course, if you are still watching this video and you are not a subscriber, consider subscribing, because I'm here every single day talking about Nvidia, Tesla, SPY, QQQ, many other stocks, etc. So just join us over here, and of course click the like button if you did enjoy this video. Thank you very much for your support. See you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Bye bye.